Dust of Snow, question answers from class 10th, subject English, book First Flight. Thinking about the poem. Question 1. What is a dust of snow? What does the poet say has changed his mood? How has the poet's mood changed? Answer. A dust of snow refers to the fine particles or tiny flakes of snow that fall lightly from the trees. In the poem, the poet says that this small incident when a crow shook down the dust of snow from a hemlock tree changed his mood. Earlier, the poet was feeling sad, gloomy, and regretful. But this simple act of nature refreshed his mind and brought a sense of cheer and positivity. His mood changed from sorrow to joy, and it helped him realize that even a small moment can brighten a dull day. Question 2. How does frost present nature in this poem? The following questions may help you to think of an answer. First, what are the birds that are usually named in poems? Do you think a crow is often mentioned in poems? What images come to your mind when you think of a crow? Answer. Usually, poets mention birds like nightingales, cuckoos, doves, or sparrows, which are considered beautiful and pleasant. A crow is rarely mentioned in poems because it is associated with darkness, bad luck, and harsh sounds. However, Robert Frost uses the crow positively to show that even an ordinary or unpleasant creature can bring happiness and a change of heart. Second, again, what is a hemlock tree? Why doesn't the poet write about a more beautiful tree such as a maple or an oak or a pine? Answer. A hemlock tree is a poisonous tree often linked with sadness and negativity. The poet purposely chooses the hemlock tree instead of a beautiful tree like maple or oak to show that beauty and happiness can also be found in the gloomy aspects of life. By using the hemlock tree, Frost conveys that even dark or unpleasant things in nature can have a positive effect. Third, what do the crow and hemlock represent, joy or sorrow? What does the dust of snow that the crow shakes off a hemlock tree stand for? Answer. The crow and the hemlock tree both represent sorrow, gloom, and the darker side of nature. Yet, the dust of snow symbolizes a moment of joy, purity, and positivity. When the crow shakes off the dust of snow, it brings a refreshing change to the poet's mood. So, the dust of snow stands for small, natural moments that can lift our spirits and make us see beauty in the ordinary. Question 3. Have there been times when you felt depressed or hopeless? Have you experienced a similar moment that changed your mood that day? Answer. Yes, there have been times when I felt upset or disappointed. For example, when my hard work didn't give the result I expected. But sometimes, a small thing like a friend's kind words, listening to music, or watching the sunset changed my mood completely. It made me realize that one positive moment can turn an unhappy day into a hopeful one, just like in the poem Dust of Snow. So friends, we have completed question answers of the poem Dust of Snow. We have already studied the stanza-wise explanation, summary, moral message, and important word meanings of this poem. You can find the link in the description and on the screen. If you like the video, kindly like, hype the video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel for more such videos. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.